wait. Okay, my mic got muted. Wait, just in case. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Cool Bonnie 63. Today we are going to be destroying the USA one packs. Let's try the festive. Like who wouldn't want to? Festive times are really fun, festive days. How is everything snowy? There's deserts all the way over here. Oh, we are going to destroy everything. Let's fly up and look. Oh my gosh, New Mexico already knew Texas. Oh, Texas isn't going to be so happy about that. Oh my gosh, look at all these beautiful states. Well, they're all going to get destroyed. Let's start with Texas is going to nuke. Well, you already know. New Mexico's taco stand. How dare they? How dare they? Oh no. Poor New Mexico. Take the gifts. Oh my gosh, exactly. Arizona was not touched. Oh, never mind. You know, Arizona gets angry, but then Texas decides to nuke them because Texas, I don't know. Texas is just random every time. Oh, Arizona is so angry. My gosh, you're like, oh! Oh, yes. The ingredients are falling. The bread. Oh, skeleton horse. Oh, Texas is just being harsh. Destroying every state that borders it. Poor New Mexico, Colorado, Utah. Oh my gosh, he nuked the four corners. Oh, poor New Mexico. Oh, Texas got damaged. And then they have a drought in their canyon. Oh, the poor drought. Then the four corner states decide to nuke Texas. Because they're done. Oh, and Texas gets angry. He nuked all of New Mexico, and New Mexico is now eradicated. Oh, New Mexico still stands. Now this part of the United States is now abandoned. New Mexico to be eradicated. Oh no. New Mexico still stands. And Texas says no. Texas says no. And Oklahoma gets hit. Texas decides to grab all this land by nuking every single part. And the only farm in America so far gets nuked. Oh, Oklahoma is so sad. Oh no. Destroy everything. Poor Oklahoma. Oh, and the last piece of the farm falls. And Texas still stands, even though it kind of touched its border. And then Kansas gets nuked for no apparent reason. and the last strip of Oklahoma gets nuked. And Texas still lies in its evil position. Now let's zoom out and look at the abandoned parts of the United States. Oh, it hits Arkansas, Louisiana. A little piece of Oklahoma stands. Texas doesn't like it, and so they destroy it. Afterwards, we're going to turn all of this abandoned land into water. We're gonna go to the top 10 states, and then we're gonna turn everything into water. Texas is nuking everything around it. Oh, Texas is so evil. But then, after every state but next to Texas is gone, we must look at new states. Well, we get rid of that. Yeah! Poor Louisiana. And it's Christmas after all. This is so sad. Christmas time, it's time to cheer. Christmas time, it's time to squeal. Louisiana still stands strong. And Texas eradicates everything. And now let's go to some new states. Oh, poor Mississippi. Mississippi's been destroyed. And Texas is still lying in its evil position as an island now. Well, except Mexico, but Mexico somehow disappeared. Okay, let's go to the Midwestern states. Oh my gosh, what is going on? The cheese factory gets nuked by Ohio because it has no buildings. And so Ohio gets angry and decides to nuke Wisconsin. And probably will touch Michigan. And then Michigan will get angry. And then we'll have the Toledo War Part 2. Or some war. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. The cheese factory. Michigan still hasn't been touched. Oh! Oh my gosh, one missile went flying over Michigan, but luckily it hit the water. Or else Michigan would have been angry. Destroy the cheese factory, Ohio says, and puts all its money in. Lake Michigan takes one hard hit. Wisconsin lies in anarchy. All its lost land and its precious cheese factory. Oh, everything's gone. Oh, one missile hit Illinois. Illinois lies in very... Oh, it hits Chicago. It hits part of Chicago. Oh my gosh. Illinois got hit hard. Did it hurt its tall building? No, luckily not. By an inch. A missile flies over to Ohio from Illinois. Ohio gets angry after it blows and asks who did this. Illinois blames it on Michigan. And a missile hits Indiana, which Indiana starts firing at Illinois. I hit the building. The building is going to collapse. Ohio, when the building collapses, Ohio then starts firing at Michigan for something that Michigan didn't do. Oh, and the Chicago building falls. The Midwestern states then start lying in anarchy. Illinois still has some land. Iowa got hit hard. Missouri got a little chiseled away. As I was saying, Ohio starts making Michigan mad and puts dynamite inside their bar. A lot of it. And watches it burn. Michigan then gets very upset. It destroys half of its state. Chisels away the only part to the bridge. Michigan loses tourism. It then collapses. It then government collapses. Canada then gets involved and fires at Ohio immediately. And Indiana. Michigan then gets hit as well as the missile fires. The waves then sink the rest of the land in Michigan and all the lakes around it. Everyone starts trying to claim Michigan's land while Ohio is firing at it and trying to kill Ohio from destroying this free land. Wisconsin then gets the rest of the missiles fired at it, killing it. Ohio will soon pay for its crimes. Minnesota then gets hit hard too. Wisconsin's still alive by an inch. Michigan sunk beneath the ocean. But only the thumb, that's now an island, is only left. Quickly, Canada claims and nukes Ohio before it can do any further damage. Also damaging the bordering states. The states don't mind long as the evil Ohio is now gone. This is the United States now. The abandoned parts are now getting flooded. Indiana is still alive by an inch. Ohio was paid for its crimes, now a part of an island, or a peninsula. But everything is destroyed. Then now let's go to the northeast. Poor Michigan had nothing to do with this. Massachusetts needs more land. Ask New Hampshire. New Hampshire gladly accepts its offer. Massachusetts adds Rhode Island and Connecticut. They all agree. They're thinking about forming New England until Maine said no. And then they had a nuclear war. Wait, but Vermont hasn't joined yet. They asked Vermont joined. Now it's the little states versus the big state. The little states first nuke Maine. Maine gets madly injured. Maine then decides to nuke Boston. New England madly damaged. Now it's their turn again. Maine in anarchy. Maine then decides to go for from the more bigger, littler states. Massachusetts already halfway died, and now time to get Vermont and New Hampshire. New Hampshire only is alive by a sliver. Vermont is still alive by a lot. Actually, not very a lot. New York gets involved by having a sliver of its border get chiseled away. New York goes on the New England side and decides to nuke Maine. Maine is almost dead. Rhode Island then does a little nuke. Now it's Maine's turn. Decides to nuke New York City, which I haven't put yet, but then decides just to nuke the southern border. Nuking all of them. New Jersey and Pennsylvania now get involved. All of them are on New England's side and decide to nuke Maine. Connecticut and Rhode Island put their nukes together to finish Maine off. Maine has now been eradicated. Only bad thing is that New England is madly damaged. New York was gladly happy to join New England. Pennsylvania then joined too. To make one superpowered country. New Jersey wanted to join. Even Maryland and Delaware joined. West Virginia thinks about it and didn't want to be subducted by Virginia and joins. Virginia then gets angry and decides to nuke its southern neighbor, North Carolina. Asked nicely, and North Carolina said no, then the nuclear war shall be. And asked South Carolina for its help and to unite. South Carolina says okay, as long as we stay alive. Carolina was now made. Virginia's nukes go on both of their borders. Virginia then sets them off. One flies in between Virginia and West Virginia. Virginia says sorry. West Virginia forgives it. It doesn't call New England to attack Virginia. One of Virginia's apartments were destroyed. Carolina was halfway destroyed after that nuke. They then decided to attack the apartment buildings. But they knew their nukes were too close to New England. He sets one off. They said sorry, but they had to make more with them. Virginia said, "Don't do war, I got this." But New England insisted. Put all their nukes together on Carolina. And they were definitely gonna kill him. But they told its neighbors that their land might... Everything got madly damaged in the area. The Floridan people start running over their nuclear war from Alabama and Georgia. No, that's significant. No, it's going to turn off soon. The destruction is real. Florida now gets madly damaged. It gets drowned at the beach. The Floridan people go crazy. They can't do anything without their beach in Miami. And they all try and pass to Alabama and Georgia. They both shut down their land borders, which means Florida is stuck. They try using airplanes to go to other states, but half of them failed. Half of them successfully made it. Other ones got shot down. Virginia then decides to join New England. New England gladly accepted their offer and joined. They didn't ask Kentucky. Kentucky nodded their head, but they said or else war. Kentucky then surrendered it and joined. Ohio then joined and promised never to nuke anyone again. Indiana says no. Illinois didn't want to either. But then he thought to give them land. Illinois then declared war on Indiana, or you can just join them. Indiana said rather have war. Both of them are gonna war. So Illinois goes first. After Chicago got destroyed, all their nukes got destroyed. Oh, Illinois almost destroyed itself. Now it's Indiana's turn. Indiana wins. Indiana has low land and decides to join New England. Which New England is happy because now they're going to make the USA back together. Now they just need to make sure the other states don't cause war on each other and destroy the rest of the land. We already lost most of the Midwest states and most of the Southwest states. Every state has been badly injured except the western states. Only two states have been injured in that region, Colorado and Utah. Washington asked Oregon if he can have some land. Oregon said yes, only because you would make war with me. And he said, yep. And so, the new border was made. Idaho then asked for land, and Oregon said yes, of course, because he didn't want to die. And then California asked for land, and Oregon said yes, because, again, he didn't want to die. Like, seriously, who wants to die? And California took all he wanted. And Oregon was left in a small piece of land. California, Idaho, and Washington then decided to unite, create the Pacific Pact. Oregon wants to join too. Then the Pacific pact was made. The huge country now. Now let's go to a different side. Missouri decides to make war with Kansas for no apparent reason. Missouri goes first. That's all the nukes they have so far. Boom, 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 boom. Now it's Kansas's turn. That's all the nukes they have so far. Iowa gets damaged and involved in this. Iowa then drops a little nuke on St. Louis. And destroys it. Nebraska also gets involved and decides to nuke Iowa. And Missouri. And Kansas. Illinois is still alive by a sliver. And then they get nuked. Sadly. So sad. And if you look on the map, the gray parts are so abandoned. The abandoned parts of the United States. I know it's upside down. I built this upside down by accident. Everything is destroyed. The war is almost over. Missouri, Kansas, and Nebraska are still alive. Colorado gets involved as well, and just nukes at the border so everyone would stop. And it works. They stop invading Colorado. And now, and more destruction. Nebraska is annihilated. Kansas is still alive. Somehow. By an island. Connected to Missouri. And more destruction. So many abandoned parts of the USA. Arkansas is very upset about this. They don't like how they're on their border. And then nuke. Arkansas must die because they know about this war. Says Missouri. And then Arkansas comes back to. And Mississippi gets nuked. Oh, and one flies over to New England. Oh, sorry, the USA. Everything's annihilated in the area. Everything is disconnected from each other. Hawaii then puts its little mini nukes everywhere in Texas. Boop, 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 boop. And they're supposed to destroy Texas, but it doesn't look like it. And then Colorado helps by placing their big nukes everywhere. Yeah. And then the mini nukes start working. Texas gets very angry that almost all its land is gone. And then, the next thing Texas knows, he's dead. And then Texas then is now gone. Now it's just the western United States and the eastern. Everything central is gone. A terrible tornado that then Alabama sends nukes into the tornado, hits North Dakota, South Dakota, it then goes onto the border of Minnesota somehow. The nuke tornado then destroys most of everything. South Dakota then gets annihilated by a second one. Only a little bit survives, but then surrenders to Wyoming. Then both of them join. What is it called? Pacific Pack. And actually, the Pacific Pack doesn't have as strong of economy and more nukes than New England, but it has more land. So now I keep saying New England. I forgot they formed the USA. The rest of Minnesota cedes to it too. Wait, sorry, the rest of North Dakota. North Dakota lies in ruins. Minnesota then cedes its land to the USA until being nuked by the Pacific Pact before they can write the treaty, so a bit technically that they can be involved in this. New England then asked the other southern states to join. Tennessee, of course, says yes because of its low economy. Alabama says no. Georgia says yes. After that, Alabama feels lonely and then joins. Mississippi